Welcome, Michael Martinez, and today's conversation is for probably, tens of millions of people that have tried network marketing in the past and failed for whatever reason, and you know what? Swore off the industry, said never again, I will never try that again. It's true. It's got to be true. Only 3% of the population, 3% of the people that are involved in network marketing make money. Only those people at the top. Everybody else is being scammed, right? A lot of times we come up with that idea because, statistics show some of that is true, right? The fact of the matter is it's about 20%, 3%, yeah, at the very top. At the very top. Those are the people that are making $1 million a month. Believe it or not, there's people that are making $1 million a month in network marketing, $12 million a year. But then you got within the other 17%, right? The top 20%, 3% make that percentage, and then the other 17% they make, from tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars. And then you got the other 80%. Some of them are making thousands of dollars, $2, $3, $4, $5,000. Some of them are making $200 or $300, and some of them are not making anything, right? And that's just the way it works. But here's what I'm going to tell you. According to Social Security statistics, the same thing happens with everything. Right? In life, they follow people around for 40 years, work for 40 years, put their time in, made their money, and only 3% are financially successful at the end of 40 years of working, right? And then again, you have that top 20% that some of them are doing okay, some of them are doing, fair, some of them are there's a certain range within that top 20%, and then the 80%, which is the majority, are not doing so well, right? And that just goes with everything. Believe it or not, if you do your research and you check, let's say the real estate industry, those people that went out there and got a real estate license, they went through the schooling for a couple of months, they passed the test, they did whatever, and only 3% at the very top are the ones that are making the big money, the millions of dollars a year. And then you got the other 17%, the part of the top 20, that are making, hundreds of thousands to a very decent income. And then the bottom percentage, when you look at the industry as a whole, what you're going to see is they're going to say, well, the average real estate agent is only making $5,000 a year. And you say, oh my God, $5,000 a year? What does that break down to on a monthly basis? Oh no, I can't do that, right? That's because 80%, the biggest portion of that entire percentage is not really doing a lot. Now, here's what I want to ask you. And this is critically important because you have to understand this just to see whether you fall into this area or whether it was actually the network marketing company that's to blame. But when you were involved in that company, whatever company it was, right, did you grow? Did you become better? Did you expand in your knowledge, in your skill level, in your leadership? Did you expand in your communication skills? Did you expand in your sales skills? Right? Because if you did expand, if you came in like this, but now, over time, you had a good mentor, you had a good system of training, you picked up the books, you went to the lessons, you did the trainings, right? And you expanded, chances are your income also expanded. But now, if you came in like this, and 3 years later, you're still like this, you didn't expand, you didn't, put much time into the growth of you, then who's to blame? Is it the industry? Is it the company? Or is it you? You got to take responsibility at some point and say, well, why didn't I figure this out? Why didn't I become part of the people that were, expanding, that were growing? Because you know what? In every company, what you're going to find is that there is always some people in the top, right? And those people in the top are making the big money. So what is it about them that you don't have? Like, oh, no, they're really good friends with the owner. And the owner gives them a little, you know what I'm talking about, right? Is it happening like that with every company? I don't know. I honestly don't believe that. I believe that, when I started making money in any particular company, when I was doing network marketing as a network marketer, I noticed that the more I developed, the better my skills were refined, the more money I made. So you got to look at that. And the second thing you got to look at is, were you truly excited? Was it something that truly excited you about that particular product, about that company? Or were you just hyped up in the sometimes you get sold on the compensation. Oh, everybody loves Rolex watches, and that's what this company sells. We sell Rolex watches, and everybody's going to buy a Rolex watch. But then you go to your uncle and say, hey, I got the nice Rolex watch. I don't need Rolex. I use Timex. I use Casio. And I could buy a good watch for $50. I don't need to spend $50,000. Come on now. Right? And you say, wow, that's, never really thought about it that way. And because you hit this obstacle, and you know what? Are there people that buy Rolex watches? Yeah, absolutely, no doubt about it. So chances are you were talking to the wrong target market, right? But aside from that, when you're not excited, when this is not really where you say, hey, this is by far the greatest deal you can get, right? When you're not excited about that and you face any kind of obstacle, it's going to start waning down your motivation. And you hit that obstacle 7 or 8 times, and before you know it, you stop doing what you were doing on a regular basis. You were doing that every day. Hey, look at the watch. Hey, this is good. And then tomorrow, you don't do it anymore. And then the next day, you don't do it anymore. And you know what the statistics are? The statistics are, if you're doing something on a regular basis, you're doing exercise on a regular basis, you stop one day. If you're doing exercise every day, you're going for a walk around the block every day, you stop one day, 17% chance that you'll never do it again. What does that mean? That means the chances are not that big. The chances are that I will. 83% of the times, or 83% chance that tomorrow I'll do that again. But if I miss 2 days now it goes into the 70% chance. It went from 17 to now it's like 73, 74% that you will not do it the next day. If you miss 3 days, it's over 90% chance that you will not pick up the walking around the block again. So that's the problem, right? You're out there and you wasn't really excited about the watch, right? It wasn't really something that got you energized. You just got caught up in the compensation, and you said, yeah, let me sell it. That's a great way to make money. I can do that. And then what happens? You miss the 1 day. 70% chance that you won't start tomorrow. But 17, not that big, right? You still got 83% chance you will start tomorrow. But tomorrow you don't do it. So now you got, right? It starts building against you. And then you go a month and you're not doing anything, right? And you blame the company. That's, I mean, those Rolexes are overpriced. I mean, listen, I could tell time with a Casio, $50, right? Now you start talking like a prospect. That's that's what happens. But here's what I want to tell you, and I can tell you from personal experience that once I got introduced to this concept of residual income, the person that taught me about it broke it down very simply and said, listen, there's 3 ways to make money in America. You could trade time for money. You can make commissions, sell something, get paid for something, or you can develop a residual passive income. The best way out of the 3 is to develop a residual passive income. And I said, man, that makes sense. Never knew about that. Never really computed in my mind. I was working, trading time for money. But when I got that concept in my head, I said, man, this makes sense. It makes tremendous sense. I want to do this. And the first company, I'll tell you, was really deep into personal development, and I learned a lot, and my income grew, believe it or not. Very first company, I stumbled for a couple of years, but then I started making some money. And then the company was bought over, and there was things that happened, some challenges. The company went out of business. But I swore against network marketing. This is a scam, right? I just didn't want to hear that. Sorry about that. But I was intrigued by that concept. Do something one time, build it the right way, build up the skills, pick up the skills yourself as a person, and you're going to see that your income develops, right? And even though I swore against it, I tried it 4 or 5 other times, guys. And to me, I always looked at whether the person that I was when I came in was the same person when I left. And if it wasn't that I grew, that I got better, and some of them didn't. Some of them I got hyped up and just went into, the company based on I was hyped about the compensation, right? Not about the product, not about the concept, not about the philosophy of the company. That's what made a difference for me. Take a look at yourself. Look at your experience with network marketing in the past and see if you were one of those people that expanded. See if you were one of the people that grew. And if it was that you grew, then where is the issue? Why didn't you make money? Right? That's what you need to do. It's called introspection, right? You need some time to look at and observe your results and see where you needed to grow. Where is the difference? Because you know what? Here's the facts. If that is true, there's 3%. Every company has a few people that are making some really big money. What's the difference between you and them? What's the difference between what skills do they have that you don't have? What attraction do they have that you are lacking? And that's a big deal, right? I love attraction marketing, and it's something that, that really fits well with the network marketing industry. And if you, check out some of my other videos, because I talk a lot about attraction marketing. But that's one of the things that you have to, start resolving. If you really have that idea in your belly that, man, I got to figure this out, right? Don't let anything stop you from doing that. Don't let anybody stop you. Don't let anybody talk you out of it. That's one of the biggest things, right? That if you're going to go with the average person is going to say, oh, you're kidding me. You're doing that pyramid stuff? Oh, you know that only 3% make money with that, right? Are you're right? Are those people that are telling you that making any significant type of money? Can they lead you or guide you into something that they're doing that will teach you how to be at the top percentile of income earners, right? Because what you're going to find is that a lot of successful people, a lot of people that are truly successful will say, you know what, network marketing is a great way to build an income. It's it's an inexpensive way for you to become a business person, for you to take it, then that's where you are tested, right? How far do you really want to take it? But you're going to find that successful people that are already making the millions, have a lot of respect for network marketing. Yet the people that are broke don't, right? And a lot of them is because they tried and they stood there, right? They came in like that and they stood like that. They didn't make money, and what do? They blame the industry. Oh, that's a bunch of crap, man. That doesn't work. I tried Amway. That didn't work, right? I'm telling you, don't disregard the fact that you could be within the top 20%. You could be within the top 3%. It all depends on really how far you want to take your personal growth, because that is the key. If you're passionate about your product, if you're passionate about the industry, if you're passionate about your personal development, you could take this as far as you want to go. My question to you is, how much are you willing to put in there? How much responsibility are you willing to accept? You know what? Yeah, that was a decent company, but I wasn't passionate about the product, or I didn't do enough to grow, right? And if you have those two elements in place, you're really passionate about what it is that you're doing, and you need the passion so that you can overcome the obstacles. But if you're really passionate about what you're doing, and you've put in your mind that I'm going to grow with this company, I'm going to use this as a personal development system, then where you go, nobody can predict. Nobody could say how far you could take this. I'm challenging you to do some introspection, to look back and see, was that really, does Mike have any, is that true what Mike is saying? I didn't really grow. I didn't really pick up the skills. I wasn't really passionate. Maybe I should give this another shot. That's what I'm saying. Well, here's the bottom line, guys. And hopefully I inspire you to take a look at the industry again. Maybe you're already involved in the industry. Maybe you lost the passion. Maybe you come to realize that I'm really not passionate about what it is that I'm doing. I thought this shampoo was really going to bring me, I thought this skincare product was going to bring me to the promised land, but I got caught up in the compensation. I'm really not passionate about the product. I've left a link at the description that might interest you. If you're still a person that has that, that curiosity about making something work, about getting excited about a product line or a company concept, then I'd like you to take a look at that. Check that out. Take you a few seconds. When you get onto the link, just click where it says see movie, and you'll be introduced to a concept and a company that is really changing a lot of lives around the world right now. So again, it might be for you, might not be for you. You got to make the decision whether this is something that would really get you passionate. And if it is, then I welcome you to the team. If it is, you and I will be in communication. And if it is, and you see that you got some questions, pick up the phone, give me a call. Let me know that, you took a look at that and you want to learn a little bit more. My name is Mike Martinez. I hope that you get that passion back inside you. I hope that you grow and become a bigger and better person. And I hope you get passionate about your life and about where you could take it. Because here's what happens. Passion is infectious, right? When you're passionate, you become, everybody that's around you, that's surrounded by you, will become passionate. Unless you let some negative fellow come on over, or young lady come on over and drain your passion. But if you are passionate enough, you're going to be vibing. Those vibrations are going to be reaching out to other people and getting them passionate. And that's one of the keys to making your business work. You got to be able to infect people with your passion. So take a look, pick up the phone. If it is something that intrigues you, I encourage you to not give up, right? If it's not something that intrigues you, then find another company that can get you motivated and can get you out there doing what it is that you want to do. But you know what? Don't give up on the network marketing industry yet, right? Make sure you give it the greatest shot. Make sure you grow. Make sure you expand. Make sure you're passionate, and you'll see a major, major difference. My name is Mike Martinez. The link is right below. My telephone number is below. Take a good look. Hopefully we'll be connecting. Until then, I wish you the best of success. And remember, it's your time to shine. Make it happen.